Alright, y'all should see me here looking for dilly underneath the tree, but these ones ain't full, so I might need to call my mommy and see if any dilly on her tree. How much do Bahamians like dilly? We in school, you know. This boy, they here just shaking this dilly tree. See? Shake my dilly tree, dilly drop. When the dilly drop, pick it up. That's what they do. They climbing this tree for these dilly. I love my country. Hello everyone, I'm BodineVictoria. Welcome to my kitchen and this is my pot. Today we're doing something just a little bit different. I know that the viewers, y'all want something different from time to time. And so I could bring you something that I enjoy, okay? BodinePot is sponsored by Showman Bistro, our friendly neighborhood family meal kit. And I'm so excited to remind you that Showman Bistro gives you all of the sauces, seasonings, and all of the international accoutrements that make your international meals so much better with the weekly meal kit. I hope that you enjoy this week's meal kit. Go to the Showman Bistro website right now and make your weeknight meals that much easier. Now, everybody knows we love ourselves some sauce here in the Bahamas. As a matter of fact, my good friend Taralyn from Bimini, the Bimini bad gal, she introduced me to some of her favorite international sauces while I visited her in Tampa 2 years ago when we was allowed on the plane. And I got to thinking, just like a whole lot of Bahamian entrepreneurs have done, making their own jellies, their jams, and their sauces, I was like, well, it's dilly season and dilly's falling off the tree, and sometimes you have more dilly than you can eat because there's a sweet fruit. So I said to myself, let me take this dilly. Hold on one second. My mommy give me dilly. This is a dilly. I go open up the dilly so y'all can see the inside of the dilly, the sweet fruit that you can't get enough of, as a child. Like such a good, delicious sweet fruit. So we have the dilly. And the dilly, as it gets older or as it gets riper, it has this beautiful, really complex sugar flavor. So I said, you know what? I got some pork ribs and I want some barbecue sauce, and I don't want the sauce that they're serving inside the food store. I want my own sauce. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we can take our dilly and we can make us some homemade dilly barbecue sauce, and we're gonna make it spicy. Let's get the recipe started. Now we're gonna begin by marinating our ribs. Now I have 2 racks of baby back ribs, but you can use whichever ribs it is that you like, and we are going to use our favorite rub on them and marinate them overnight. And then when we're ready to cook it, we're gonna put them on a rack in the oven covered at 250 degrees for about 2.5 hours. Now we're gonna add half a tablespoon of butter, half a tablespoon of oil, and half a cup of onions to our sauce pot because it's time to make our dilly sauce. We're gonna caramelize the onions, and now we're gonna add 3 cups of de-seeded ripe dilly to the pot, and this we're going to allow to cook and break down until the sugars start to release. Okay, trust me, it's going to be really, really good. We're going to let this steam for about 3 to 5 minutes and simmer. Now this is where you want to take your favorite spices. I used a little bit of sriracha, some onion powder, some garlic powder, some goat pepper, some smoked paprika, the sweet type, to add to this, and you can use whichever flavors you like. And now we're going to make our real barbecue sauce. So you're going to need about a cup, if you want to, a cup and a half of tomato puree. It must be tomato puree, okay? Not tomato sauce, nothing else. All right, and we're going to take half a cup of apple cider vinegar. If you don't have apple cider vinegar, that's fine. You can use the regular white vinegar, but you're going to add that plus half a cup of brown sugar. Now, I clearly put less than half a cup, but it's because I didn't want mine to be extremely sweet. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of molasses. Again, you can add more depending on your flavor profile. You can actually play with it a bit. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and be careful.
half a teaspoon of liquid smoke. This is absolutely optional, especially if you just want a really thick dilly sauce as opposed to a dilly barbecue sauce, okay? But we have that smoke flavor that's going to be coming through, and we're going to enjoy that. And trust me, it's going to be really, really nice. Now we're going to let this simmer for about 5, maybe 10 minutes. After we've allowed it to simmer, we're going to puree it until it's smooth. You can do this in a blender, but you want to be careful. I just actually happen to have a hand blender, and I'm going to puree it until there are no more slivers of onion inside the sauce. And so we see here, this is beautiful dilly barbecue sauce. And we're not done. Now it's time to dress our ribs. So we've had these in the oven on 250 degrees for the last 2 hours, and we're going to just generously slather this dilly barbecue sauce on our ribs. And again, guys, trust me when I say once you find your personal balance of flavors, this is going to be your go-to Bahamian barbecue sauce recipe. And now we're going to cover up our ribs, and we're going to allow them to cook for another 20 minutes covered, and then we're going to take the cover off and allow it to broil for another 10 minutes. And then we're going to have this absolutely beautiful rack of baby back ribs, which in my opinion are cooked to perfection with our dilly barbecue sauce. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make something delicious. But let me show y'all what else I made with my dilly barbecue ribs. Y'all see that? She's still juicy. She's still delicious. There is nothing better than a beautifully seasoned rack of baby back ribs that is not overcooked, that melts inside your mouth, that you really don't need to use a knife for. And then you have the complexity of the dilly in the barbecue sauce, and you can make your weeknights that much easier by not having to make your own sauce. You know, you can just order your favorite sauces, your sides in your build your own meal kit from Showman Bistro. Make your weeknights just a little bit easier when all of the prep is done for you. You literally just stick it in the oven and go. I want you to go to the Showman Bistro website for more information, and don't forget to look out for all of the surprises. I can't talk it yet, it ain't for me to talk. Okay, so y'all got to go to the Showman Bistro Instagram page for more information and to see what's up with the Showman Bistro team. Thank you so much for watching this episode of BodinePot, and if you like what you see, don't hesitate to put hashtag BodinePot in your search bar here on YouTube, and you'll be able to see all of the recipes that come before. And also, you can follow me on Instagram at BodinePot Show and Facebook. Don't forget, we're at our new time, so if you're looking for us on Monday, only teasers go up on Monday, and then full episodes go up on Tuesdays, because everybody returning to work, things a little rough. And, you know, I know we're trying to plan our meals. I'm working on some weekend content for you as well. So I want you to enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And don't forget, when you sauce sick, don't let any and everybody dig up in your butt.